What do you love doing when life gets stressful? Reading a good book that makes you forget the world? Dancing until your body feels light? Or maybe hiking in the mountains, where the air is fresh and the views are wide and beautiful? Everyone has something. A hobby that brings back energy when life feels heavy.
That's such a powerful way to start, Emily. Because it's true, all of us have an activity that gives us peace. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Welcome back to the English podcast for listening and speaking. The place where you improve your English while exploring real-life topics that matter.
And today's topic is staying active with hobbies and staying motivated when we face challenges. Because hobbies are not just extra activities, they're lifelines that keep us healthy and resilient.
Exactly. And while we explore hobbies, we're also going to focus on one important grammar point: gerunds. Now, if that word sounds complicated, don't worry. A gerund is simply the agboras ing form of a verb, like swimming, painting, hiking, and they're especially useful when we talk about hobbies.
Yes, think about this. I love swimming. She enjoys painting. Reading is relaxing. All of those sentences are natural and correct, and they all use gerunds. That's why hobbies and gerunds fit together perfectly.
And before we dive deeper, here's a quick reminder. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. When you do, YouTube recommends our podcast to more learners, which helps us build this community of English learners around the world.
And now, let's ask you a question. What hobby makes you feel alive? Write it in the comments. But here's the challenge. Use a gerund. For example, cooking helps me relax. Dancing gives me energy. Reading makes me happy.
That's right. And to give you a head start, let's practice with a few quick examples. Imagine the verb travel. You can say, traveling gives me excitement and new stories. With sing, you can say, singing helps me relax after work. With read, you can say, reading makes me happy before bed.
Those are great, and let's make this personal. For me, swimming is my escape. Swimming makes me feel free, like I'm flying in the water. Swimming is not just exercise. Swimming is meditation. When I swim, I forget about stress and worries.
Beautiful. For me, it's cooking. Cooking gives me relaxation after a long day. Cooking also gives me creativity because I can mix flavors and experiment with recipes. And cooking gives me connection when I share meals with friends.
Did you notice, listeners, how often we use gerunds? Swimming makes me feel free. Cooking gives me relaxation. Cooking gives me connection. That's exactly how you can use gerunds to talk about your hobbies.
And now here's your mini challenge. Take one of your hobbies and make a sentence with a gerund. For example, painting helps me focus. Jogging clears my mind. Writing inspires me. Write it in the comments.
Yes, and if you want extra practice, say it out loud. Try this right now. Reading gives me peace. Dancing makes me smile. Traveling teaches me new things. When you repeat sentences like these, you're not only learning vocabulary, you're training your brain to think in English.
And that's exactly what we want for you. By the end of today's episode, you'll be able to use this grammar without even thinking, and you'll have the vocabulary to talk about hobbies with confidence.
So are you ready? Because next, we're going to explore why hobbies matter so much, not just for fun, but for balance, wellness, and growth.
So Emily, let's really get into this. Why do hobbies matter? Some people believe hobbies are just extras, like dessert after a meal. Nice to have, but not necessary. But actually, hobbies are the main course. They keep life rich and balanced.
Absolutely. Without hobbies, life becomes mechanical. Imagine this. Wake up, rush to work, do tasks, come home, eat, sleep, repeat. Day after day, the same routine. No painting, no cycling, no reading, no singing. That's not really living. That's just existing.
Exactly. And hobbies are the opposite. They're not decorations, they're oxygen. They give us space to breathe, energy to continue, and joy to keep moving forward.
And today, to explain why hobbies matter, we have 10 golden vocabulary words. They are relaxation, creativity, balance, productivity, wellness, motivation, stress relief, discipline, passion, and growth.
10 words, 10 reasons hobbies are essential. And we'll show you how to use them with gerunds as objects, because that's how people naturally talk about their hobbies. Let's go one by one.
Relaxation. I love painting. Painting gives me relaxation after a busy day.
Creativity. She enjoys playing the guitar. Playing the guitar increases her creativity.
Balance. I like gardening. Gardening helps me balance work and rest.
Productivity. He enjoys writing in the mornings. Writing boosts his productivity for the whole day.
Wellness. I love swimming. Swimming supports my wellness and keeps me strong.
Motivation. They like running. Running improves their motivation to stay healthy.
Stress relief. I enjoy dancing. Dancing gives me stress relief when life feels overwhelming.
Discipline. He loves practicing yoga. Practicing yoga builds discipline in his daily routine.
Passion. She enjoys singing. Singing expresses her passion for music.
Growth. I love reading. Reading brings me growth and fresh ideas.
Perfect. 10 words, 10 examples. And listeners, did you notice? Every sentence used a gerund as an object. Love painting, enjoy playing, like gardening, love reading. That's how you can talk about your hobbies.
Let's practice together. Repeat after us. I love cooking. Cooking gives me balance. I enjoy cycling. Cycling supports my wellness. I like drawing. Drawing increases my creativity.
Nice. Practicing out loud helps you feel the rhythm of English. So don't just listen. Say it with us.
Now let's share some real stories. Emily, what hobby changed your life most?
Swimming. Swimming taught me discipline. I had to wake up early, go to the pool, push myself to do more laps, and improve my breathing. Swimming gave me structure. And that discipline transferred into my professional life too. It also gave me confidence. I used to be nervous about public speaking, but because swimming trained me to stay calm under pressure, I became more confident in front of people. Swimming also gave me wellness and stress relief. When I'm in the water, stress melts away.
That's inspiring. For me, cooking was life-changing. Cooking gave me relaxation when work drained me. Cooking gave me creativity because experimenting with flavors felt like art. Cooking gave me balance because after stressful meetings, I had something joyful to look forward to. And when I invited friends for dinner, cooking gave me connection.
I love that. So swimming gave me wellness, discipline, and confidence. Cooking gave you relaxation, creativity, and connection. Both gave us growth.
Yes, and that's why hobbies matter. They shape us into healthier, more balanced people.
And you, listener, think about your own life. Which hobby gives you relaxation? Which hobby gives you motivation? Which hobby gives you stress relief? Write about it in the comments using gerunds. For example, running gives me balance. Gardening gives me peace. Reading gives me calm.
Let's do a role play to show how this works in real life. Imagine I'm stressed and tired, and you're advising me.
Emily, as advisor, Brian, you look so tired. You should try yoga. Practicing yoga builds discipline and gives stress relief. Brian, as stressed friend, maybe, but I don't have energy. Emily, as advisor, that's why you need swimming. Swimming supports wellness and gives you energy. Brian, as stressed friend, but I'm not good at it. Emily, as advisor. Nobody's perfect at first. Practicing swimming brings growth every time you try. Brian, normal. See how natural that sounded? We used vocabulary and gerunds together. Yes, and you can do the same with your hobbies. Just pick a verb and a benefit word and make a sentence. Reading supports creativity. Dancing gives stress relief. Running increases motivation.
Let's give listeners more practice. I'll say a hobby. You connect it with a benefit. Ready?
Okay, go.
Dance plus relaxation.
Dancing gives relaxation after work.
Travel plus growth.
Traveling supports growth by teaching new perspectives.
Sing plus passion.
Singing shows passion for music and life.
Read plus creativity.
Reading develops creativity by sparking imagination.
Excellent. And friends, your turn. Pick your hobby, choose a benefit word, and write a sentence.
And here's a little pep talk. Hobbies are not just for fun. They're fuel. When you say I love reading or I enjoy painting, you're not only practicing English, you're practicing self-care.
Yes. And hobbies teach skills that spread everywhere. Discipline from swimming can help with studying. Patience from gardening can help with relationships. Creativity from painting can help at work.
Exactly. Hobbies are teachers, quiet, joyful teachers.
And remember passion. Passion is the fire behind hobbies. Singing expresses passion. Writing communicates passion. Dancing shares passion. Without passion, life feels flat.
And growth is the result. Growth happens when you practice, when you fail, when you try again. Every time you improve in a hobby, you also improve as a person.
Let's connect it to English. Learning English is also a hobby. Practicing English brings growth. Reading in English increases creativity. Writing in English builds discipline. Speaking in English shows passion and confidence.
Beautiful connection. So let's recap. Hobbies matter because they bring relaxation, creativity, balance, productivity, wellness, motivation, stress relief, discipline, passion, and growth.
And you can express all of this naturally with gerunds as objects. I love painting. She enjoys playing guitar. They like running.
So here's your final challenge for this section. Do you enjoy reading, cooking, or exercising more? Tell us in the comments using a gerund. For example, I enjoy cooking more than exercising. I love reading more than cooking.
Yes, share your answer. Every comment you write is another step toward fluency.
And get ready, because next we'll face the hardest part, staying motivated when hobbies become difficult.
So Emily, let's take the honest road. Staying with a hobby can feel harder than starting one, right?
Right. And that's exactly what we're exploring now. How to keep going when the first excitement fades and real life brings challenge after challenge.
Perfect word to begin with, challenge. Jogging is my favorite way to relax now, but when I began, every step felt heavy. The hill near my home looked like a mountain.
That beginning always includes frustration. Learning any activity means making mistakes, moving slowly. Dancing is joyful later, but in the first weeks, missing the beat is common and frustrating.
My running story shows how a habit can save you. At first, I thought I needed motivation, but what I really needed was a habit. Setting my clothes out at night helped. Running became automatic. Habit over hesitation.
That's perseverance in action. Perseverance is continuing when the progress is tiny. Practicing after a long day is perseverance. Showing up again after a bad workout is perseverance.
Determination had a voice in my head. Just 5 minutes. I promised myself 5 minutes only. After 5, continuing felt natural, so 10 became 15, and 15 became 20. Small promises built determination.
And then came progress. The breath steadied, the muscles adapted. Jogging stopped being punishment and started being relief.
Effort never disappeared, though. Training still required effort. Lacing up, stepping out in the rain, choosing the park instead of the couch. But effort started to feel like investment instead of pain.
That shift is resilience, bouncing back after tough days. Skipping one session didn't end the story. Returning the next day rebuilt the habit.
Eventually, I hit a breakthrough. One morning, the hill near my home felt shorter. My pace was smoother, my breath steady, and my thoughts were calm. Running turned into my reset button. That was a breakthrough I earned, not a miracle I waited for.
And the reward? Better sleep, steadier mood, and a quiet pride that brightened your day.
Exactly. And all those vocabulary words, challenge, frustration, habit, perseverance, determination, progress, effort, resilience, breakthrough, reward, lived inside that one running story.
Let's spotlight the grammar that helps you describe experiences clearly. Today, we use gerunds to name activities. Jogging is my favorite way to relax. Hiking is difficult, but it keeps me healthy. Stretching after running is helpful. Each sentence uses an ing word as the subject. Natural, simple, powerful.
Try this pattern with your own hobby. Say it with us. Painting is relaxing. Cycling is energizing. Practicing English is rewarding. When you lead with a gerund, you put the activity in the spotlight.
Let's add a mini strategy set, and I will frame each idea with gerunds so you can copy the language. Planning is removing decision fatigue. Lay out clothes and schedule a short session. Pairing is linking your hobby to a trigger. Brewing tea can signal writing time. Timing is choosing the smallest window. 5 minutes counts. Tracking is recording tiny wins. A calendar checkmark keeps momentum. Celebrating is rewarding yourself. Sharing a small success with a friend reinforces the habit.
Those strategies helped my running. Planning was putting shoes by the door. Pairing was starting my playlist as soon as I woke up. Timing was promising 5 minutes. Tracking was writing distances in a notebook. Celebrating was texting a friend, ran the hill today.
I want to model self-talk with gerunds because language can shape motivation. Listening to your body is wisdom, not weakness. Adjusting is smart when you feel pain. Returning is courage after a missed day. Beginning again is progress, not failure.
Let's role-play a tough morning. I'll complain. You coach me with gerunds.
Deal. Go for it.
I'm staring at my shoes. Running is impossible today. The weather is cold, and my bed is warm.
Breathing is the first step. Dressing is next. Put on the warmest layer. Starting is only 5 minutes. Finishing is optional. Beginning is the goal.
My knee feels tight.
Stretching is protection. Warming up is essential. Slowing down is allowed. Stopping is okay if pain continues.
I feel silly because neighbors run farther than I do.
Comparing is stealing your joy. Focusing on your own loop is training your mind. Noticing small gains is building confidence.
That helped more than I expected.
Language does that. Describing the plan with gerunds makes the steps feel simple and friendly.
Let's give listeners a compact checklist they can repeat aloud. Starting small is strategic. Showing up is success. Practicing regularly is strength. Resting well is wisdom. Tracking progress is motivation. Celebrating tiny wins is fuel.
We still owe our listeners a clear mini scenario focused on strategies. Picture this. A learner loves drawing but loses momentum after work. Setting up a 5-minute studio changes everything. Placing pencils on the desk the night before makes beginning easy. Drawing for 5 minutes after dinner keeps the habit alive. Posting 1 sketch a week is celebrating. After a month, drawing feels natural again.
Notice how every strategy fits inside a sentence with a gerund. Setting up is changing the game. Placing tools is removing friction. Drawing for 5 minutes is maintaining momentum. Posting a sketch is celebrating.
For clarity, practice a few more lines with today's vocabulary. Facing challenge is strengthening character. Accepting frustration is normal at the beginning. Building a habit is protecting tomorrow's energy. Choosing perseverance is choosing future confidence. Practicing with determination is speeding progress. Investing effort is planting results. Growing resilience is learning to bounce back. Waiting for breakthrough is part of the journey. Enjoying reward is honoring the work you did.
And notice how these lines work for any hobby. Running, dancing, writing, gardening, language learning. Swap the activity and keep the structure.
Before we wrap, answer 2 quick questions in the comments using gerunds. First, what activity helps you reset when days feel heavy? Second, what tiny action can you repeat this week to keep your hobby alive?
I'll model answers. Jogging is my reset when work is stressful. Stretching for 2 minutes is my repeatable action.
Mine would be, swimming is my calm when the week is noisy. Packing my swim bag the night before is my repeatable action.
Final encouragement. Forget perfection. Consistency beats intensity. 5 calm minutes today are better than big plans that never begin.
Exactly. And now your turn. What hobby is difficult for you but rewarding? Write it in the comments using a gerund sentence. We're cheering for you.
Ready to turn motivation into motion? Let's explore active hobbies without reintroducing anything, just using our patterns from earlier. Today's palette: hiking, dancing, yoga, cycling, gardening, painting, photography, writing, traveling, crafting.
And we'll keep grammar natural by mixing gerunds as subjects and objects. Think hiking is peaceful, beside I love hiking on quiet trails. I'll start with quick portraits listeners can echo.
Hiking is steady breathing and long views. Hiking is grounding after busy weeks. I love hiking at sunrise because listening to birds is calming.
Dancing is joy with a beat. Dancing is connection when strangers become partners. I enjoy dancing on Fridays. Trying new steps is exciting.
Yoga is slow strength. Yoga is balance returning to the body. I like practicing yoga before breakfast. Focusing on breath is centering.
Cycling is flying close to the ground. Cycling is exploring city and countryside. I love cycling along the river. Pedaling steadily is meditative.
Gardening is patient science. Gardening is noticing seasons. Gardening is relaxing, and I enjoy gardening in late afternoon light.
Painting is color thinking out loud. Painting is turning feelings into shapes. I like painting on rainy days. Mixing new shades is playful.
Photography is catching light. Photography is memory with intention. I started learning photography last year, and I enjoy photography walks because framing carefully is satisfying.
Writing is clarifying ideas. Writing is reflection and courage. I enjoy writing in cafes. Drafting quickly is energizing.
Traveling is curiosity in motion. Traveling is collecting stories. I like traveling by train. Watching landscapes glide by is calming.
Crafting is making with heart. Crafting is fixing, designing, and gifting. I love crafting small presents. Finishing something useful is empowering.
Hear the pattern? Gerunds as subjects, gardening is relaxing, and gerunds as objects. I enjoy gardening, living side by side.
Time for a playful hobby challenge. Rules. We describe a hobby with 2 ing phrases and 2 adjectives. The other person guesses, then adds 1 object-style sentence.
Stretching slowly is calming, breathing evenly is grounding, gentle, mindful.
Yoga. And I enjoy practicing yoga before work. My turn. Climbing steadily is cleansing. Stepping quietly is comforting. Green, spacious.
Hiking, and I love hiking with friends on weekends. Next, turning music into movement is exhilarating. Sharing rhythm is social, bright, playful.
Dancing. And I enjoy dancing at community classes. 1 more. Framing carefully is satisfying. Waiting for good light is patient, curious, observant.
Photography, and I like learning photography techniques online. Final riddle: planting seedlings is hopeful. Watering daily is soothing, earthy, quiet.
Gardening. And I enjoy gardening in the courtyard. Listeners, post your own 2-line riddle in the comments and let others guess.
Let's plan a weekend using both forms naturally. I'll suggest you respond. Hiking on Saturday morning is tempting because catching cool air is refreshing.
I enjoy hiking, but dancing on Saturday night is more exciting. Moving together is joyful.
Cycling to the lake is practical. I love cycling when traffic is light.
Yoga on Sunday is balancing. I like practicing yoga to reset before Monday.
Crafting gifts is thoughtful. I enjoy crafting when birthdays approach.
Writing postcards while traveling is charming. I love writing them in small cafes.
Photography in the botanical garden is inspiring. I enjoy workshops for new tricks.
Painting at home is cozy. I like painting while listening to calm music.
Quick drill. Repeat after us to build muscle memory. Hiking is peaceful. I love hiking. Dancing is joyful. I enjoy dancing. Yoga is calming. I like practicing yoga. Cycling is energizing. I love cycling. Gardening is relaxing. I enjoy gardening. Painting is creative. I like painting. Photography is memorable. I enjoy photography. Writing is powerful. I love writing. Traveling is inspiring. I like traveling. Crafting is practical. I enjoy crafting.
Now mini habits so beginning stays easy, linking back to our 5-minute idea. Hiking is choosing a short loop near home. Dancing is playing one song and moving in the kitchen. Yoga is rolling out a mat and holding one pose. Cycling is pumping tires the night before. Gardening is watering 2 pots. Painting is setting out a brush and 1 color. Photography is taking 3 shots at lunchtime. Writing is opening a blank note and writing 3 lines. Traveling is planning 1 micro route in a new neighborhood.
Let's add contrast to stretch vocabulary. Hiking is more peaceful than crowded gyms because breathing fresh air is restorative. Dancing is more social than solo workouts because sharing rhythm is connecting. Yoga is gentler than sprinting because moving mindfully is protective. Cycling is faster than walking because pedaling efficiently is powerful. Gardening is quieter than city sports because listening to birds is calming. Painting is more expressive than scrolling because creating boldly is satisfying.
2 anchor sentences to memorize exactly. I started learning photography last year, and gardening is relaxing. Keep them in your pocket for instant accuracy.
1 final cadence so the 10 hobbies sit in memory. Hiking is resetting. Dancing is celebrating. Yoga is recentering. Cycling is cruising. Gardening is nurturing. Painting is expressing. Photography is noticing. Writing is clarifying. Traveling is expanding. Crafting is creating. Choosing one on purpose this week is building balance.
Let's enrich the pictures with natural collocations so your speech sounds vivid. Hiking in fresh air, dancing to live music, practicing yoga at sunrise, cycling along river paths, gardening with neighbors, painting with watercolors, photography at golden hour, writing in a journal, traveling off-season, crafting with recycled materials. Try one aloud now. Writing in a journal is grounding for me after school. Or cycling along river paths is invigorating after work.
Bonus round of the hobby challenge. 3 more riddles. Drafting quickly is liberating. Revising slowly is satisfying. Focused, reflective.
Writing. And I enjoy writing short stories on weekends.
Comparing maps is exciting. Tasting street food is adventurous, wide-eyed, curious.
Traveling. And I love traveling with a lightweight backpack.
Cutting carefully is relaxing. Finishing neatly is satisfying, crafty, resourceful.
Crafting. And I enjoy crafting cards for friends.
Final mini task before we close. Post 2 sentences about your favorite hobby. First with a gerund as subject. Second with a gerund as object. For example, yoga is calming. I like practicing yoga before breakfast. Or, photography is inspiring. I started learning photography last year.
And we'll stop here. No topic shift, because next we'll examine the concrete benefits these hobbies deliver to body, mind, and community, still using the same gerund patterns you just practiced.
We've explored what hobbies are and how to enjoy them. But let's not stop at description. Active hobbies give concrete benefits that transform health and energy. We'll go through them using the same gerund patterns from our Hill in 5-minute stories, so the grammar stays automatic while the message stays practical.
First benefit, fitness. Running is training the heart. Swimming is working the whole body. Yoga is lengthening and stabilizing. Practicing regularly is building fitness quietly, session by session.
Energy comes next. Cycling in the morning is charging the battery for the day. Stretching after lunch is preventing the slump. Breathing steadily is unlocking energy we already have.
Social connection is huge. Joining a dance class is meeting people without awkward small talk because sharing rhythm is breaking the ice. Volunteering at a community garden is turning neighbors into teammates.
Mindfulness flows naturally from many hobbies. Holding a balance pose is focusing on one point. Painting a small area is slowing down. Listening for the shutter click is noticing the moment. Practicing yoga has improved my focus because returning to the breath is training attention.
Creativity keeps life colorful. Mixing new paint shades is experimenting safely. Composing a photo is solving a tiny puzzle. I love the sentence, playing chess keeps my brain sharp, because planning ahead is creative thinking in disguise.
Strength matters too, physical and inner. Lifting soil bags while gardening is building strength. Climbing the last switchback while hiking is building grit. When schedules are crowded, choosing one short session is exercising decision strength as well.
Skills are portable gifts. Learning photography is teaching composition. Cooking new recipes is growing timing skills. Those skills follow you into work and study.
Enjoyment and balance travel together. Dancing after a long week is resetting mood. Writing a page for yourself is clearing mental space. Pairing a sweaty activity with a calm one is creating balance on purpose. Running on Saturday and painting on Sunday. Or yoga on weekdays and photography on walks.
Achievement is the quiet confidence you earn. Finishing a 5K is achievement. Completing a sketchbook is achievement. Sticking with a month of short sessions is achievement.
Let's anchor each benefit with crisp gerund lines you can copy. Building fitness is showing up. Increasing energy is breathing well. Creating social connection is joining in. Practicing mindfulness is returning attention. Growing creativity is trying variations. Building strength is finishing the last reps. Developing skills is repeating with intention. Protecting enjoyment is choosing fun on purpose. Keeping balance is mixing calm and active. Celebrating achievement is noticing completion.
Now a mini compare and contrast without pretending one path is better. Sports like running, swimming, or cycling are raising heart rate, building fitness and energy quickly. Creative practices like writing, painting, or photography are building mindfulness and creativity while offering calm enjoyment.
And overlap is everywhere. Writing is strengthening discipline. Running is inspiring creativity through fresh ideas that arrive during steady rhythm. Hiking alone is mindfulness. Painting with a group is social connection.
Friendly debate time. I'll speak for creative work. You present sports.
Deal. Choosing a sport is multiplying fitness and energy in a single session. Sweating for 20 minutes is lifting mood through chemistry, and sleeping better at night is the bonus.
Choosing a creative practice is multiplying mindfulness and creativity in a single session. Painting for 20 minutes is lowering stress through focus, and feeling proud of a small piece is the bonus.
Racing lightly with a friend is building social connection while training strength.
Sharing a short reading at an open mic is building social connection while developing skills.
Climbing one steep hill is training resilience you can carry into exams or presentations.
Editing one messy paragraph is training problem solving you can carry into meetings or designs.
I think we tied. The real winner is mixing them.
Agreed. Mixing a sport with a creative practice is engineering balance. Running on Tuesday and watercolor on Thursday is keeping body and mind friendly with each other.
2 quick micro plans listeners can steal. If mornings are chaotic, choosing 5 minutes of yoga is stabilizing the day. Then sketching one object at lunch is topping up creativity. If evenings are noisy, choosing a bike loop at sunset is clearing stress. Then practicing guitar quietly is settling the mind.
Notice the grammar staying consistent. Choosing, sketching, practicing. Using gerunds and explanations is keeping ideas simple and memorable.
Pocket glossary as action so vocabulary becomes habits. Building fitness is jogging or swimming. Raising energy is stretching. Creating social connection is joining a class. Practicing mindfulness is breathing and noticing. Growing creativity is doodling. Building strength is climbing. Developing skills is repeating drills. Keeping balance is pairing opposites. Celebrating achievement is writing one line in a journal.
Call back to our 5-minute rule because it powers every benefit. Starting tiny is unlocking fitness without fear. Starting tiny is protecting energy. Starting tiny is opening social doors because showing up for 5 minutes is still showing up.
Another callback, the hill outside my house. Repeating that hill each week was training strength, building resilience, and delivering a steady flow of small achievements. Same hill, different weather, same promise. 5 minutes minimum.
One more nod to our hobby challenge. Describing activities playfully was building mindfulness and creativity in real time.
Before we close, 2 teacher templates that join benefit and reason. Practicing yoga has improved my focus because breathing slowly is calming my nervous system. Playing chess keeps my brain sharp because planning ahead is exercising working memory.
Adapt those to your world. Painting portraits is improving my patience because layering slowly is training me to wait. Trail running is strengthening my legs because climbing steadily is engaging different muscles. Cooking on Sundays is building family connection because sharing food is inviting conversation.
Final quick compare in words only. Running is delivering fitness, energy, and achievement quickly. Painting is delivering mindfulness, creativity, and enjoyment deeply. Cycling with a club is delivering social connection alongside strength. Writing in a journal is delivering balance alongside skills. Mixing them across a week is delivering a full set.
Post your own pair in the comments using the same rhythm and keep the gerunds. For example, swimming is delivering strength and balance. Crafting is delivering enjoyment and social connection. Keep it short and you'll hear how natural it sounds.
Perfect. We've stayed with benefits, kept our grammar hook visible, and left space for your voice. Ready to carry this momentum into the short, shareable highlight right after this?
Yes, saving the big punch for the moment ahead.
Now we've reached the heartbeat of the episode, the moment listeners can remember, repeat, and share. No new concepts, just the clearest lines you can carry into a tough Tuesday or a sleepy Sunday.
Hobbies aren't just free time. Hobbies are healing. Running is strength. Dancing is freedom. Reading is peace. Writing is expression. Swimming is confidence. Cooking is love.
Pause and breathe with me. Say one aloud. Running is strength. Again, running is strength. Good. Try another. Dancing is freedom. Feel the rhythm in your mouth. The grammar follows the beat.
Here's why the lines work. We're using gerunds as subjects. The ing activity becomes the grammatical subject, then a linking verb, then a powerful noun. Pattern. Gerund plus is plus idea. You've done it all episode long. Remember the hill in 5 minutes promise, the 5-minute studio for drawing our hobby challenge riddles. Those were this pattern in disguise.
Let's build a mini chorus with callbacks. Jogging is progress. Stretching is protection. Beginning again is courage. Pairing tea with writing is ritual. Tracking small wins is momentum. Celebrating tiny steps is fuel. Planning tomorrow's bag is commitment. Breathing slowly is focus. Showing up for 5 minutes is victory.
Now swap in the hobbies from section 4 so your brain wires the words to actions. Hiking is resetting. Dancing is celebrating. Yoga is recentering. Cycling is cruising. Gardening is nurturing. Painting is expressing. Photography is noticing. Writing is clarifying. Traveling is expanding. Crafting is creating.
Make it yours. Choose one line that fits today and post it in the comments using the same pattern. For example, gardening is patience, or cycling is morning sunshine. Keep it short, repeatable, and true for you.
If a friend is close to quitting, send this to them with 3 lines you believe. Running is strength. Beginning again is courage. 5 minutes is enough. That tiny share might keep a habit alive.
2 quick remix frames to help you keep using the structure everywhere. Frame 1, if-then. If mornings feel noisy, stretching is your quiet. If afternoons feel slow, cycling is your spark. If deadlines feel tight, breathing is your space. If confidence feels low, practicing is your ladder. Frame 2, because painting is calm, because mixing colors is focus. Walking is therapy, because noticing trees is presence. Journaling is clarity, because organizing thoughts is cleaning the mind.
Keep the grammar visible. Ing turns a verb into a noun. That noun sits in subject position. Is links it to a bright idea. When your tongue memorizes the rhythm, your brain stops searching for rules and starts speaking naturally.
Now craft a personal trio you can whisper before you begin. Packing my bag is preparation. Showing up is success. Finishing or stopping is optional. That last line protects the habit you built. You win by starting, not by chasing perfection.
Your turn right now. Pick one body line, one mind line, one heart line, and post them together. For example, jogging is oxygen, reading is clarity. Calling a friend after practice is celebration, short lines, big momentum.
One final callback before we close this highlight. Remember our hill and your 5-minute promise? Returning to that hill is proof. Returning for 5 minutes is identity. Returning tomorrow is resilience. Let these be the quiet soundtrack under everything you choose to practice this week. We've traveled from first sparks to stubborn valleys through the hobby challenge and the golden lines. So let's tighten everything into tools you can actually use this week.
Vocabulary first, then grammar, then a small action plan. No repeats, just clear steps you can say out loud while you practice.
Here are the words we've been using and feeling all along: relaxation, creativity, balance, productivity, wellness, motivation, stress relief, discipline, passion, growth, fitness, energy, social connection, mindfulness, strength, skills, enjoyment, achievement, resilience, breakthrough.
Quick anchors: reading for relaxation, painting for creativity, gardening for balance, early writing for productivity, swimming for wellness, running for motivation, dancing for stress relief, yoga for discipline, singing for passion, and lifelong learning for growth.
And the grammar in one breath: gerunds as objects. I love cooking. She enjoys dancing. They like reading. Gerunds as subjects. Cooking is relaxing. Dancing is joyful. Reading is peaceful.
Try 2 quick lines with your hobby right now. Say one with a gerund as subject, then mirror it as an object. For example, cycling is energizing. I love cycling.
Keep the story threads close. The hill and 5 minutes promise. The 5-minute drawing studio. The hobby challenge riddles. And the chant you saved. Each is a doorway back into practice when motivation dips.
Tiny plan, same rhythm. Planning is laying out tools the night before. Pairing is linking tea with reading or music with stretching. Timing is choosing 5 minutes. Tracking is marking a calendar. Celebrating is sharing a small win.
If your week is crowded, mix opposites to stay balanced. Running on Tuesday and watercolor on Thursday. Yoga on weekdays and photography at golden hour. Short cycling loops paired with quiet writing before bed.
Here's a 30-second review you can recite while walking. Hiking is resetting. Dancing is celebrating. Yoga is recentering. Cycling is cruising. Gardening is nurturing. Painting is expressing. Photography is noticing. Writing is clarifying. Traveling is expanding. Crafting is creating.
Grammar snapshot for your notes. Leading with a gerund turns the activity into the subject of the sentence. Following a verb like love, enjoy, or like turns the gerund into the object. Switch forms to sound fluent and flexible.
Community time. Add your voice below. What is your favorite hobby, and why does it help you right now? Write one clean sentence using a gerund, then add a second sentence in the other form. What is your favorite hobby? Write a sentence using a gerund in the comments.
Try models like these. Photography is inspiring. I started learning photography last year. Or gardening is relaxing. I enjoy gardening in the late afternoon. Or writing is clarifying. I love writing short reflections on Sundays.
Please like, share, and comment. It helps more learners discover this podcast and grow with us. And when you add your sentence, you also give courage to someone who needs a small push today.
Before we sign off, keep 3 promises in your pocket. Packing your bag is preparation. Showing up is success. Beginning again tomorrow is resilience. That trio will carry every hobby you choose.
Hobbies are not just pastimes, they are lifelines. And now you have the English to talk about them with confidence.